Welcome to the Mediocre to Magnificent podcast. I'm your co-host, Braxton Matson, and your host, Lee A. Williams, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in because you are what makes this pure magnificence. You are the ripple effect of magnificence, and we are going to bring you a message that will give you insight, inspire you, motivate you, and challenge you to not only grow in your magnificence, but let you know that you are magnificent in everything you do. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. Man, we're here.
Yes, sir.
We're back.
We're at
How
it
you been,
again.
man?
Magnificent.
I have been magnificent as well. I got a question, man.
You got a question?
Well,
Yeah,
so I was reading through Genesis,
that's
and
good. That's good.
I get to Genesis 5.
In the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning.
We got to be in the beginning.
And then you get to Genesis 5, and it's Adam's descendants. And it's literally like,
one after the other.
it's a repeat, copy, paste. And he died. Like, the whole thing.
So what, like,
And
when
I'm
you said,
like,
and he died, why did that stick out to you?
well,
Like,
because
and he
I
died.
think the reason why is because, they were in Eden. Sin, kicked out of Eden, work, the ground,
Yeah.
from dust, that. So it's like, in my mind, I'm going like, okay, and he died. And it's like, well, that's sin, death,
Right.
kind of thing. And I'm like, man, like, this is a lot of death. It's a lot of death. Like, it's almost like,
lot of death.
it's almost like, man. And when you look at it, it feels like it's a further distance from God kind of feeling as you read through it. It's
Can
like,
I read
this is
this?
a lot of that. Yeah,
Let me
read.
read this. I just want to read this. But of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, you shall not eat of it. For in the day that you eat thereof, you shall surely die.
Yeah.
I know we've had the
Right.
surely, but that's Genesis 2:17. I know you said it was
Mhm.
Genesis 5, but then go one more chapter over, and the serpent said unto the woman, "Ye shall not surely die."
Right.
That's Genesis 3:4. Now you said, and I'm not saying it like that, like, oh, you said, because that can be, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But it's like, when you're reading it, you're like, and they died, and they died, and they died.
Right.
And it says,
And they died. Like,
You
and
will
that's what
surely die.
and I'm sitting there like, this is going right back to Genesis 1. Like, this is right back there. What he said was going to happen.
you're going to die.
And it's so interesting because we'll get into the names too. But there's one part that gets very interesting, and when it gets to Enoch,
Mm.
and the whole verbiage changes, and you can if you're really reading it, because I know some people, they just like, they'll probably skim through it and they look at the dates, and you don't. I'm telling you right now, info sponges, if it's dealing with lineage, descendants, dates, ages, you need to pay some attention to this.
That's the thing. But how many people you think don't even read? Like, there's been talks that's like, and I don't even like, and my wife definitely doesn't like, to be like, oh, that's Old Testament.
Yeah.
Or that's, we just read the New.
Yeah. Let's just get to the New Testament.
We just read when Yahushua's on the scene.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you know how many times that when Yahushua's speaking in y'all's New Testament, being funny, in y'all's
Right.
New Testament, just to dig at somebody, right? Because it's one Bible, but anyway, it's one book.
Mm-hmm.
Is that he's really quoting from Deuteronomy?
Yeah.
Did you realize, like, most of the stuff he's quoting from? So it's like, maybe if I might need to know what this is. That's just how
Right.
But it's, I mean,
You would think that. Like, I would think that. Okay, if he's quoting, if he's like something in the past, I'm like, okay, that probably is important.
but why do you think? Like, look at how well the deception or the trickery is. I know where I'm at in my process, but I'll speak to an older version of myself.
Mm,
There's no way that if we were like, oh, guess what? We're gonna go watch this TV program,
yeah.
and it's 13 seasons, and I'm gonna start on season 7 and watch
Oh.
7 through 13. Does that happen, or do you go back to the season 1?
Yeah. In my head, you got to go back to 1.
You gotta go back to the
Like,
beginning.
you don't know what the beginning was.
You have to go back.
You
to
don't
the
know how
beginning.
you got to 7
in the beginning. Like, so it's like, how do like, you wouldn't, it's 5 movies that's came out.
Yeah.
You don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna watch 3, 4, 5.
Right.
You don't do that. And even if you got exposed to the fourth one that came out,
Mm-hmm.
if you like it, and now we're talking about y'all. So if you like the movie, you actually go back to 1.
Yeah.
And be like, let me watch these other ones and see how this got to this point.
Right.
But when it comes to this, when it comes to his word, you're like, nah. So you got to ask yourself,
Right.
why is that?
Because, I mean, yeah, you'll sit there and he begot sons, and, you know, he'll live so long after he begot his son and things like that. But just to hit home with it, like, Enoch is an exception, and it's an interesting exception because if you look at the ages, I mean, all of them lived well over, what, 900?
There's some high ages.
Yeah. I mean, like
I'm not a theologian.
But, I mean, and you could even get into those
900.
numbers with that. But Enoch, when it gets to Enoch, this was, what is it, 20? Yeah. Okay. So here's what's interesting. When Enoch lived 65 years, he fathered Methuselah. Enoch walked with God after he fathered Methuselah 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, the days of Enoch were 365. That is way less.
Which one did you read?
That was 21 through 24. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, 23. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 24 says Enoch walked with God and he was not, for God took him. That right there was where you would see, and he died.
Right.
It never happened. Like it never.
So
it's so interesting to me how that was just layered in there. Just like, boom.
Right.
After you done had read 5 other, almost like 3 other ones.
Right.
And then bam. Right. And it's what's more interesting is his father, Methuselah, and the death of Methuselah and how the flood comes. Right. The timing of it is very interesting on that too. Because he's the oldest, like out of all these ages, he's the oldest one, like 969 years, I think it was.
Right. So that's good. So there's so many things that come up, man. The first thing is, I guess I'll plant a seed that if we're reading, so we've already said, hey, you need to go back. Yeah. And read in the beginning.
Like really, read the beginning. That's
read
Genesis 1.
Listen, like you got to start from the beginning. And you need to read this all the way through from the beginning. So then now they're using another level to plant another seed to say, okay, hey, no matter what someone tells you, this is the way I process information. Mm-hmm. So if I read in Genesis, and if you look, I don't know what versions of the word did you cross-reference.
This was ESV on this,
that's neither here nor there. Just the example of saying like, well, if you read it in this version, and you read it in this version, and you read it in this version, it all says that this happened.
God, yeah.
Like all these folks died, but then this one says Enoch got taken up. Yeah. So the connection is, but then you'll be studying to show yourself approved. Yeah. And continuing reading, continuing learning, and you'll get exposed and say, well, you know there's a book of Enoch, right?
Yep.
And then you're like,
it may not be in the canon, but it is. There's a book.
There's a book of Enoch? And then the way that my mind processes it, that's what I'm saying.
Might want to go check that book out.
And I don't want to say the way my mind processes it like I'm leaning onto my own understanding, because we can't do that either. But it's to say, hey, he got taken up.
Like
Means he didn't die like all those other people you were talking about.
Right.
I might need to read the book of Enoch.
Might need to check that out.
That's just like the easiest example is that's like, hey, this is a 13 series. You started in 7.
Yeah.
And then you have to know that, like, there's bonus content. There's other material for the people that are truly fans.
Yeah.
We want to play that way.
Ooh, that's a good way of putting it.
Are we truly?
The extended cut.
Yeah. Right. I need the extended cut. I want to know it all. I want to know. But people will be like, oh, they do it. They do it in other areas.
Yeah, yeah. They do. Like it's so, yeah.
But in this area, it's like, you're lazy. Why? But here. Well, go ahead. I don't know what to do. I've done something so far.
But so and then what we do is Methuselah, he fathers Lamech.
That's what we do.
So, and it's so interesting because if you tie in the first part of Genesis 5, okay? So let me read it just so let me read from 2. Likeness of God. Male and female, he created them. He blessed them and named them man when they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he fathered a son in his own likeness after his image and named him Seth. So Seth is the third son. So you had Cain, Abel. Cain kills Abel. Cain gets outcast. So Seth takes that ranking of, But then if you read Lamech, he lived 182 years. He fathered a son and called his name Noah, saying, out of the ground that the Lord has cursed, this one shall bring us relief from our work and from the painful toil of our hands. So it kind of is almost a transition back to trying to go back to Eden in a way, is how I put it.
Yeah.
In a way. And so I thought that was kind of interesting how it ties back kind of to the first part in a way, almost like a reset in a way.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is so interesting. And then what interested me even more was the days of Lamech were 777 years and he died. So it's like that's like completion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I found that really interesting at the very end. So I'm like, man, this is a lot more than just deaths, ages, lineage. Like it's a storyline within
it's very rich.
It's very interesting.
Very rich. Let me read this. He created heaven and earth and everything that he created in 6 days. And Elohim made the 7th day holy for all his works. Therefore he commanded on its behalf that whosoever does any work thereon shall die, and that he who defiles it shall surely die. I'm just planting something for someone. That's Jubilees.
Yeah.
2:26. Right?
Yep.
So then it goes right on and says, and whosoever profanes it shall surely die. And whosoever does thereon any work shall surely die. Eternally. It says that.
Eternally.
That the children of Yasharel may observe this day throughout their generations and not be rooted out of the land. For it is a holy day and a blessed day. That's in Jubilees 2:28. Now, I did that for someone under the circumstance to say, hey, then you read it and it's like, man, Jubilees ain't in my Bible.
Right.
You see why? Because it tells you point blank.
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's no cut. It's clear.
Wondering.
And it's like, well, we can't let that be. because we allowed some trickery to happen in history to change the day.
Yeah.
And it says eternally you will surely die. And we've had a lot of podcasts where we were joking about you won't surely. It says eternally you will surely die. And then you said all the people died. Like you said it.
Yeah.
They all died.
Mm-hmm.
So then you read the thing about Enoch, and we connected that saying, hey, Enoch didn't die. So
what's the layer?
What's the connection?
Yeah.
We got to figure this out.
Uh-huh.
So was he like, the reason why is because he's observant, he's righteous, he's obedient, he's keeping all the ways. So he's the example. It's like, oh, we got somebody to, you don't have to die.
Right.
And then the connection, you said, oh, well, out of all those years, like 930 years for Adam.
Yeah.
800, 900, like all the high years. And say, okay, Enoch did it in 365.
365 years.
And it's like, could you say, well, he figured it out in a third of the time? I mean, I don't know.
Well, no, I think for me, because that's what I thought about that too. It's like, okay, why did Enoch not die? Because in my head, I was thinking, okay, death is sin. Okay, he didn't.
Wages
sin.
of sin.
Did he
death.
Not sin?
Right. So he's like.
So it's like, okay, well, he had to follow something. He had to.
It out.
If you go back to Genesis,
he figured it out.
And it's like it's not to me like this was like the dates, the years, how old they were. It's like it's a further distance away from God, where Enoch was close. Right. So close, he didn't have to be there anymore. He was like, okay, I'm going to take you up.
Take it.
But it's because he was closer, in my opinion, it feels like he was a whole lot closer. So he didn't have to endure that.
If nothing else, it's something that you have to glean from this, and you have to go read some more stuff. So then even I wanted to tie this in for people because I'll say this. I'm reading, after the number of the days in which ye search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know my breach of promise. That's Numbers 14:34. And I'm going to read two more, and then I'm going to tie it in. And when you have accomplished them, lie again on your right side, and you shall bear the iniquity. Are we hearing this word? This word came up twice already. Yeah. Of the house of Yehuda 40 days. And I have appointed you each day for a year. So far we've had each day for a year twice.
Right.
But beloved, be not ignorant. Oh, I didn't tell you who that was. What I just read was Ezekiel 4:6. Okay. Now I'm reading another one. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with Yahuwah as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. That's 2 Peter 3:8. So you're like, Lee, what are you doing to me, man? So the thought process is, no matter what person, even if we include Enoch, but he didn't die. So you have to make that understanding clear in your mind that everyone died before one day.
That's true.
Compared to the way Yah looks at time.
Yeah, because
no one made it to one day. 930, who cares? Not saying who cares like that, so but when we're tying back in to say you will surely die, no one says, oh, well, I was 1,001 years old. You didn't even make it one day.
Wow.
So I'm saying that to look at, to say, hey, when he said, you will surely die, and the Bible defines itself. I just read Numbers, that's in the beginning. Ezekiel, that's a prophet. Peter, that's towards the end.
Yeah.
I'm just showing love. Just showing love. This is love.
Wow.
To say, no one even made it to one day.
Yeah.
And he told you will surely die.
Like, we can't even fathom what time
So then if you say, okay, we're looking at this time, and then we look at eternity, like, we give so much emphasis on this world and time, and I got to do this, and I want to take this trip, and I want to get this.
It's not even a
thing.
day.
I want to get this, and it's like, man, there's a glimmer in time.
Right.
You
Not
ain't did
even
nothing.
a day. Like,
You ain't did nothing. You couldn't even make it to one day. I mean,
for real though. Like you look at it that way. You look at it that way.
So then, the reason why I'm willing to say it like that is because this whole deal,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the tie-in from like, Enoch figured something out. You need to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you go and die like all the others, if you have the repentant heart, you are keeping his way, he comes back, raises you.
Yeah.
What's your days gonna look like then?
That's what it is, man. I mean, really. I didn't like you kind of tied it into what I wanted to
I hope so.
finalize with this.
Yeah, man,
and it's
bring it home.
I'm still looking into it, but
Bring it home.
if you look at the names, and really honestly, you need to look at the names and you need to try to understand what they mean. And there's a lot of layers. You got to do some research on it. But from what I was able to find, and a lot of, this is what the meanings are, because there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Adam is man. Seth is appointed.
Okay.
Enosh is mortal.
Okay.
Kenan is sorrow.
Mm.
What would you?
No, Canaan.
Is that? Does you?
It makes
have
sense.
you looked into the names too? Does it make kind of sense?
Not to the level that you're saying. Okay, but those make sense.
Okay. Mahalel, the blessed God. Jared shall come down. Enoch, teaching. Methuselah, his death shall bring. Lamech, the despairing. And Noah, comfort or rest, is what the name was. Which kind of makes sense with what we just read in the scripture, right?
Makes sense to me.
So tie all these names together. And the way it's worded, like the way man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down, teaching that his death shall bring despairing rest. Does that make? Isn't that kind of weird?
No, it's not weird.
It's like what?
That's divine.
The names 10 and 10 is another symbol in the numbering.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, it's just so crazy. Out of a.
How do you get on board with that?
Yeah.
Now,
it's crazy.
That's the question.
You got to get on board, man.
How does it happen now?
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to have the opportunity either to be taken, or if you read and say, "Oh, well, he just went to sleep with his forefathers."
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
But you'd have to read some more and know some stories and be like,
mm-hmm.
he just went to sleep.
Right.
Like, he didn't die. He went to sleep. There's a difference. I mean, I think there's a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, that what you just said, man, we don't need to take it away. You probably say it one more time, and then we'll get out of here. Just read the 10, connect it again.
I'll connect it, man.
And then let's just drop the mic, man.
Here's the 10. All right. Adam's man, Seth is appointed. Enosh is mortal. Kenan is sorrow. Mahalalel is the blessed God. Jared is shall come down. Enoch, teaching. Methuselah, his death shall bring. Lamech is the despairing, and Noah is the comfort. And if you put them together, man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down, teaching that his death shall bring the despairing rest.
Till next time.
This is your co-host here, Braxton Matson, and Lee and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we did making it, but we couldn't do it without you. So please hit that like button, leave us a rating, leave us a review. Let us know what topic or subject that you would like us to talk about in your journey from mediocre to magnificent. But most of all, share it. Be the ripple effect of magnificence and know that you are magnificent in everything you do. Till next time.